how we got the ice, and the process was fairly simple. You would draw a line down through the middle of the ice pond, giving you the best squared off area to cut, and you'd start by using this old machine, and it's in the museum now, I believe, called a groover, and it had a single cylinder engine in it with a big open head on the top that you'd pour the water in the head, and that water that was up in the head would cool it, and you'd drain it off and when you were through so it wouldn't freeze. And that was a nice way of not having to have antifreeze for an engine, but it was air-cooled. So they would run that along those scored lines, and from the main line they would run squares out. Usually it was about 26 by 26, and when you cut all the way, we ended up with a 24-inch by 24-inch cake. And that we would deliver in quarters or halves. So they would groove that out, and then they had another machine that was called a cutting off saw, and they would either use that or they would use a single, it looked like a big tree saw that two men would use, but with only a handle on one end. And they would saw the chunks off manually, sawing a canal out first to lead down to the ice house, and from that they would cut out the next ridges and so forth, keeping a channel open. And so while they were cutting and breaking off these ice pieces, other men were using picks to channel them down to the gig, and it would lift them up, and the truck would go forward, it would lift them up, and it would slide into the ice house, and the men in the ice house would square them off and slide them into place and so forth, and that would go on. Usually, I guess it took about a day.